Welcome to another episode of The Minority Voice. I'm your host, Jeff Vega, and as usual, I would ask if you would subscribe, and also, which is free, it doesn't cost nothing, and also if you would share to help, push this podcast along. Today, I'd like to talk about our culture and the spiritual battle that's going on, and we fighting the spiritual of the age, and as I said, it's a spiritual battle, but I think the church has forgotten to get into this game. And, Satan has done a wonderful job of destroying our culture. And as the move now, if you will, by him is to go after truth. You see, I believe that is the last thing that is left as we look at our nation right now. We have given up to the spirit of the age, but the last thing is truth. And if he can get us to discount truth, then really what is left? He'll have won the battle. And I say truth, and I call it the spirit of the age because you see, in this battle, you have, it's actually an assault directly against God. Because God has said that He's created man and woman in His image. So basically, God has said there are two genders, not the 100+ genders that you can see now, but just two. And with that, the average American really was not buying into this transgender movement. And just like the spirit of the age, he's learned to pivot. And what he's done now, and like he's done many other times, is bring in race. And if you can bring in race, you'll win the battle, you see. And so that being said, in this whole movement, we weren't buying it. Sorry. If you want to be called a female, hey, I have no problem calling you by a female name. Matter of fact, I have a steer that I call Elsie. And I tell people, it's my transgender cow. And I call him Elsie, and guess what? He comes. And so if you want to be called that, that's great. But here's the reality. In my eyes, I will call you Caitlin, but you're still a man. That doesn't change, okay? But I will respect your wishes and call you Caitlin. And you want to be a woman, that's fine. Or vice versa, if you want to be a man. And that's fine. But, and I think most Americans are the same way about it too. And as a result, it hasn't gained the traction that they want. So what did they do? They decide, okay, let's make it into a racial thing. And welcome Sports Illustrated. They come out with their swimsuit model. Dave, have you seen the swimsuit model? Magazine, whatever? Oh, well, they've got 3 black three models in it. 2 females and 1 transgender. And you see, you got to give the spirit of the age credit because they're clever. Now, if you go up against this transgender who happens to be black, now you're a racist, okay? And if the church goes up against it, they're labeled the same thing. And now they're going to just neutralize them. And, the thing that never ceased to amaze me is the spirit of the age, how he has used the black community to further the destruction of our country. First, you look at when they wanted to destroy the family, unit. Where did they go? They went after the black community, the black family. And, 50 years ago, only, a handful of black families were single families. And now it's in the 70 percentile. And when the spirit of the age wanted to, sexualize the culture and also, degrade women, what did they do? Welcome rap music. When you look at the rap music, isn't it all about sexualizing and degrading of women? Yeah, they've done a great job. Now the third thing, look at law enforcement, respect. They're calling for the defunding of the police. They're burning urban cities, which are predominantly populated by the African American community. And they're discrediting our men in blue. And so they've done a great job. And now their last hurrah is if they can get us not to believe in truth. And we've all heard the saying, it's black and white. There is no in between. Well, if they can get us to believe this, then this is the assault on God and rebelling against Him. And you know what, my friends, when that happens, when there's no longer truth, then everything will be acceptable in everybody's eyes. And as a result, where do you think our nation will be if everything's okay in each and everyone's life? And it's, my friends, this is why I said the church needs to step up and be heard and begin to push back. Because here's a reality. If you know your history, it was the church and if you've heard the saying, the Black Robe Regiment, that made this country into a nation. And if the Black Robe Regiment doesn't step up again, we're going to lose our country. And until next time, Joshua 24:15.